Good Monday morning, meaties. Got Molly here. How do I sound? What does this sound like? Is it okay? Because there's been a lot of technical problems in the past week. Okay, does it sound better than the hum? Okay, the hum is gone. Great, because I moved the computers that were in here into the bathroom and closed the door. Because remember, this was a child's bedroom. So now those computers are in the bathroom. But when I moved them, tech stuff just stopped working, including for my interview with Lauren and Darren. That's why I had to go downstairs. Can I turn up a little? Okay, I can do that. But for some reason now, when I turn my mic up louder on my Go XLR, it's get a big old feedback. So let's see. Do you hear a feedback? No. I don't have... No feedback? Is that all right? Are we good? Is that better? Is that a cat? No, man. It's Molly. And Molly says, "Good morning, meaties. Welcome to your weekly live stream of horror news and channel updates." Hey, everybody. Okay. All right. I think we're doing all right then. I did not expect the tech stuff to work. I thought that I would run into issues. I even gave myself this morning, I was like, all right, if you don't have it solved by 8:50, you're going to have to do it downstairs. At 8:50, I got it figured out. So that was kind of cool. Let me turn down my monitor on my headphones. Okay, that sounds better for me. Great. All right. You heard a meow? Molly doesn't meow. How's the Super Bowl? I don't partake. We just gave Molly a bath last night. So she is, You love being here, huh? See, this is what happened. You could have been in bed with Mom, but instead, you got your ass out barking at whoever was at the front door, and then I got to scoop you up, and now you're here. You could have been in bed still. You just had to get up and bark. Now look what happened. All right. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. She's looking at me with her big old eyes. That's the price. That is the price of barking. So much regret in those eyes. She's just thinking about that warm bed. All right, let's get into some horror news. There are lots of articles. I even had to cull some from the list because there were so many. So, a butter party is the whitest thing you've ever heard of, celebrating the basis of culinary. I don't know what that. No, a butter party is great, man. It was so well thought out. Different butters. There were 8 different butters around the plate for us to sample. There was a smoked butter. There was a French onion butter. And it tasted like French onion soup. There was Irish butter. There was a goat butter. It was great. I was really impressed by it. Mug of the day is Minion Monsters. Universal Minion Monsters. Is my autofocus? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Autofocus still works. Everybody loves butter, all right? Everybody. You're going to say butter is a white person thing? Everyone loves butter. We're genetically evolved to like butter. Butter's great. Exotic butters. Alice is eating butter right now. Just a big old stick. A butter party is the most American thing. I like butter, but a butter party is white. Listen, there was a PowerPoint explaining a brief history of butter and all the different butter tastes that we are having. There was dessert with a buttercream frosting on a cake. It was a great party. It was a great butter party. All right. Okay, what do we got here? That's not right. There we go. A24 wins rights for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and they're going to be making a TV series with JT Molnar. And okay, I didn't make the thumbnail. Thumbnail was made by brand manager and producer Ben, without whom these live streams would not happen. I don't know if Ben's in here. I don't know if he's in the chat. Ben, you in the chat? Might not be. I know Ben put Glenn Powell in the thumbnail, because here his name is in this headline. Glenn Powell is just a producer here, or rather his company is helping to produce this. This is not going to be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie or series with Glenn Powell in it. So you will see his name and you will see it associated with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It will not be a Glenn Powell Texas Chainsaw Massacre property. He is a producer on it, just so you know. But JT Molnar will be writing and show running it. JT Molnar did Strange Darling. He's working with the same producers like Roy Lee, who just produces everything. Roy Lee just makes everything. If it's a horror movie and it does well, you can just assume that Roy Lee is a producer on it. Ben says he stands by his actions. I also saw social media coordinator Michael in the chat, who said he could have been the first one in the chat, but practiced restraint, and so Macus9967 was the first one in the chat. Good job, Macus. Good work. Yeah, no, you're sitting here with me, dude. Oh, you hated Long Walk and Strange Darling? Yes, he wrote both those. You hated Long Walk? Oh, wow. Oh, damn it, Macus, you got me. You got me with that bullshit. Wasn't even thinking about it. So yeah, there's also a movie being developed, I guess. A movie is in early development with the same producing team, but without Molnar attached to the project. So I don't think there's any information about what this TV series will be. Personally, selfishly, I don't like it when things are turned into TV series, because I don't have the time to watch TV series. That's a lot of time. That's so many hours of content to watch. I would prefer just a movie to be one and done with, but, you know, could be good. Kim Henkel's attached. He was a co-creator of the original film, along with Tobe Hooper. Long Walk had you tearing up in theaters. Me too, dog. Me too. Oh, Alex, did you do a super chat about Kyle Gallner? If Kyle Gallner can't get a movie made, I don't think Dead Meat's going to move the needle for Kyle. He's much more established than us in that space, but I will look into it. He's a good guy. Oh, Glenn Powell did say Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of my favorite films. Okay. Gonna go quiz him on it. Markiplier's Iron Lung will be playing in theaters for another week. I think it got an extension. And he has teased a video release. When that happens, it would be absolutely foolish, nay, negligent of me to not cover it on the kill count. So when we get that home release, I will for sure cover it on the show, because that would be dumb not to. It's like that and FNAF. Like, we are a private company, but if we were a public company, which we won't be, but like shareholders would be able to fire me, you know, if I didn't cover Iron Lung on the kill count. I would get fired by shareholders for negligence. I don't think it'll have many kills. Yeah, I guess that's not really important. Doesn't really matter. Please tell you it's better than FNAF. Josh, editor Josh in the chat. Yeah, dude, Iron looks way better than FNAF. Oh yeah, and Michael's gonna do a cosplay of Markiplier in that movie, and he will be very good at that cosplay. It'll look real good. But yes, it is extending its theatrical run a bit. Yep, and getting a digital and physical media release. And that's it for this article. That's it. Do you see anything else? Charli XCX, we've reported on this, I have talked about this before, will be in a Takashi Miike horror film, and got a few more details out about that now. She'll be possessed by a tortured spirit in it. Here's some more cast being announced for it, including Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead. It'll be a slasher, apparently. It'll start filming in Japan next month. And it'll follow three best friends who meet up in Kyoto to rekindle their lifelong friendships. What is intended to be a carefree girls' trip devolves into a nightmare when Katie, Charli XCX, becomes possessed by a violent, tortured spirit in the Japanese horror tradition. You're walking your dogs and they say hi to Molly? Oh, that's great, Sprite. So that could be cool for sure. Takashi Miike did, he's done a lot of movies, and I've not seen most of them, but he did do Ichi the Killer. He did Audition. Those are both classics. Those are the only ones I've seen, but yes, you can see he's made 59 features, which is nuts. And apparently they span the gamut of all genres and styles. It's not just horror, thrillers. It is... Molly... Can you just lay? Can you just lay down and chill, hon? Please? Don't side eye to the chat. Just want her to lay. Do we have... Yeah, we have Molly the dog and Lucy the cat. Michael Shannon is going to be Dr. Caligari in a remake of Dr. Caligari's Cabinet of Wonders. If you don't know that movie, you didn't go to film school probably. It is a silent film from the 20s, German silent expressionist film, and it is a classic. It's really good. Dr. Caligari is a traveling mesmerist who journeys from town to town with a sleepwalker, a somnambulist, under his control that he uses to kill people. Yeah, that's in the 20s, right? I don't think it was in the 10s. Was it in the 10s? 1920. So, when was the original Nosferatu? Was that 20 or was that like 22? This is over 100 years old. This is 22. So if I did cover Caligari, that would be the oldest film on kill count. I don't know if I will, because I feel like I wanted to cover it a few years ago, and I watched it, and then for some reason decided it wouldn't make sense to do it. I mean, it's a fucking old movie, dude. It is a silent film. It's old, but it's good. It's known for, German expressionism is like the crazy sets and shadows. Like, yeah, like look at these sets that they're walking around in. It's almost like they're walking around paintings. I mean, they kind of are. Tim Burton inspiration for sure, yeah. Like here's Caligari. Here's this somnambulist. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Babadook looking dude. Yeah, a little bit. So I hope they go hard in this style with the remake. Because it'd be boring if it was not this kind of thing. There's an ever so slight hum when I speak and the noise gate opens up. A ground issue, Benjamin. You know, I wonder if it's this light that hums. Bup, bup, bup. Yeah, I hear this light. Here, let's do a little test. Because these, like, I love these lights that were installed, but I think 2 of them have a hum to them. So I'm going to turn those off. I'm going to get rid of Molly, too. You want to go back to bed with Mom? Yeah? You're done? You're done being exploited? All right, say bye. Thank you. Okay, go get some sleep. I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna turn off the lights that are, I think, humming and see if that fixes it. Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah. Did that fix anything? Did that change at all with those lights off? Also, it's still... What do those lights do? Shine on the back? Let me see. I want to see the person. Benjamin. Do you hear? Did that fix what you were hearing? Hey Milo, welcome to your first live stream. Took it right out. Okay, so it was the lights. That the gate was opening and you were hearing the lights. I feel like this image looks fine though. Like, what were those lights doing? Were those just more light on the background? Let me, I'm gonna turn them on and see what the difference is, but I feel like this looks fine. And then I'm like, well, why'd I pay for those 2 lights? But hold on. Yeah, right? I feel like, did you notice it just got a little bit brighter in the background? Oh, wait. I think I did something wrong there. Or did that fix it? What the fuck? Okay, I guess I'll just turn those off then. That's weird. Oh, I know, I do notice the difference. It is a little dimmer back there, but whatever. Okay, cool. Back to the news. Lawrence Fishburne is going to be in Mike Flanagan's The Exorcist project, the one with Scarlett Johansson and Diane Lane and Jacoby Jupe. Not sure what his role will be, but he'll be in it. As will Chiwetel Ejiofor. Is that how you say his name? He's great in Life of Chuck. Very good. So, he's considered the Flanafam now, I guess. No, Benjamin, I appreciate that, because I also am picky about sound and everything, so I'd rather be fine-tuned to someone who can hear that kind of thing. It's like when I watch videos online and I'm like, oh, the editing, I saw like a stray frame or something, and most people who don't pay attention to that kind of thing aren't going to notice. So, Ejiofor, really? Is that how you say it? Ejiofor? Okay. Had 2 people saying that. So they will both be in The Exorcist, which again is not a sequel to The Exorcist Believer. that David Gordon Green did. The ill-fated Exorcist believer. Damn, you don't want your movie called Ill-Fated. That sucks. I don't know if they've begun filming yet. This isn't going to be in theaters for another over a year and 1 month. And I know that Mike is currently wrapping up on his Carrie series. Flanagan is currently in post-production on his upcoming adaptation of Stephen King's Carrie for Amazon. So I don't know if this is in production yet, but I mean, Flanagan can't stop working. Can't stop working. Clayface, I think he just did an early version of the script. I don't think he's involved past that. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that, speaking of Clayface, that release date got pushed back a little bit. It was originally going to be on September 11th, never forget, 2026, but instead it'll be pushed back, what is that, about 6 weeks maybe, to October 23rd. So closer to Halloween. I guess really taking advantage of the horror aspects of it. Yes, the script written by Mike Flanagan and Hassan Amini. But I don't think Mike is involved besides that. Thank you, OG Moose. Would I ever cover Hobo with a Shotgun? There's a V1 script of that kill count, actually. I forget why. I think it was during the Weird era. I think that one was safe to cover. Like, it wasn't struck work. And so I think we had our writers write a version 1 script. But that's about as far as we got. Because who did that one? That's the same guys who did Treevenge and Kids vs. Aliens and the VHS segment that Kids vs. Aliens was based on, right? That's all those guys. Am I dressing up on Friday? Oh, for Hard Eyes? Is that what you mean? For the kill count? I'm in a Mason Gooding inspired outfit for the Hard Eyes kill count, yeah. Here's some casting news. Karen Gillan, who I really like, Josh Hutcherson, who I also really like, and Clive Owen, he's fine, are gonna star in Blasphemous, which is, get this, okay, I've never heard of this before. So it's an exorcism thriller, and I'm really excited. It apparently follows 2 clerics, a rookie priest, and his devout mentor, and a possessed young woman. So this is super exciting, and I love that we're in this new era where these radical original ideas can be made into films. I think that's really cool. I wonder if one of them might have a crisis of faith going on. That would be something interesting and unexplored. It might be good. God, exorcism movies have to be near the bottom for me, for subgenres. They're just all so fucking similar. I saw Dwayne Johnson's name and was like, wait, oh, now we're getting interesting, but no, I guess he's just gonna be on as a producer. It's a one-of-a-kind genre ride with sharp dialogue, compelling characters, and powerful ideas. Again, I'm poking fun at it. Could be good. Give me a possessed rock, though. Now we're talking. Oh, it's Friday the 13th. On Friday, that's right. That's cool. M. Night Shyamalan's next movie is called Remain, and that got pushed. It was originally going to come out this year in October, but now it's been pushed to February. Warner Brothers apparently doing this because they saw strong pre-sales for Wuthering Heights and are like, okay, then February can be a successful month to release movies. And I'm like, maybe it's because Wuthering Heights is being sold as a romantic film, and that's why. But then again, this movie Remain was co-created with author Nicholas Sparks, who wrote The Notebook and Walk to Remember. Is this also going to be pitched as like a romantic thing? Got Jake Gyllenhaal as a grieving architect who moves to Cape Cod for work after leaving a psychiatric facility. That doesn't sound romantic. Well, he meets a mysterious woman who makes him question his rational beliefs about life and loss. Nope, still doesn't sound romantic. Maybe don't push this to fucking February, because then this is going to come out in February and it's going to do poorly and we're going to be like, well, it shouldn't have come out in February. I don't know. Or maybe it'll do well. I don't care. I like Shyamalan movies. Even the ones I don't like, I like that they exist. So, thanks, Blake Brown. I appreciate that. It says romance 3 paragraphs up. Supernatural romance thriller. Okay, never mind. There we go. There it is. There's the branding. There's the synergy. This is how I learned Wuthering Heights is not a romance movie. I mean, they're marketing it as one. The adaptation might be. But I think the book is, I read the book. Just finished it a month ago. I believe it is widely misinterpreted as a romantic thing. That book is about toxic fucking relationships and generational grievances. But apparently most of the adaptations don't do the second half of the book, which is kind of the whole point, in my opinion. When you see all the behaviors and things from the first half come to fruition, and so, whatever. I'm gonna go see it, probably on Valentine's Day. I'm gonna see Nirvana the Band, the movie, on Valentine's Day too. I think we're gonna do a double feature at the theater. But can't wait for Nirvana the Band, the movie. Your brother has delivered flowers to M. Night Shyamalan on multiple occasions, Amy? That's kind of cool. Why is he getting flowers all the time? I guess he's making movies. You make movies, you probably get flowers. He makes a lot of movies, so. Thank you, V Edits Cat's Eye. No. The Nirvana the Band, the movie, has nothing to do with the band Nirvana. As idiot. Why would you think Nirvana the Band, the movie, has anything to do with Kurt Cobain's band? Fucking moron. No, Nirvana the Band. Is it Nirvana the Band, the show, the movie? I think they got rid of the. And you're spelling it wrong. It has 2 N's. Oh, it is. Is it really? Is it Nirvana the Band, the show, the movie? Okay, all right, because we're a big fan of Nirvana the Band, the show. And this is Nirvana the Band, the show, the movie. This Matt Johnson and Jay McCarroll. Have you ever seen the We Shop music video? That might be what they're best known for. They also made, well, Matt primarily made Blackberry, which fucking rules. If you haven't seen Blackberry, this is not another one of those like corporate biopics like the fucking Nike movie or any of those. It is kind of a spoof of those, but played completely straight. It is a fictionalized telling of the origins of Blackberry. A very dramatized account of the history of Blackberry. And it has Glenn Howerton in it. He shaved his head for the role, so go watch it. Man shaved his head. That's a bald Dennis Reynolds right there. It's very good. It's very good. Highly recommend this. Oh yeah, Jay Baruchel, also very good in it. Oh fuck, I forgot I forgot that my buddy Rich is in this. Oh, I gotta talk to him about this. Oh, yo, look at this. Blackberry, most nominated film in the history of the Canadian Screen Awards with 17. This is the Sinners of Canada. It won Best Motion Picture? What the fuck? This is dope, dude. I didn't realize this. Yo, Blackberry fucking rules. Big recommend. Big recommend. Anyway, they have a show called Nirvana the Band, the show. It is a mockumentary sitcom that is really fun. Oh, produced online between 2007 2009. And then, okay, so that's not what we watched. We watched the 2017 to 2018 television series, Nirvana the Band, the show. Oh, okay, there are two different articles about this. Okay. And now they have a movie coming out. So, super excited about this. If you like weird mockumentary humor, kind of awkward stuff. Again, oh, it's 2.5 minutes. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch a 2.5 minute long video, but this is, if you've seen this, this is them. It's great. It's very good. Highly recommended. Anyway, that's what I'm doing Valentine's Day. There's a movie called Rule 3 coming out. Chloe East from Heretic, who was fantastic in Heretic. Glad to see her getting more work. Jimmy Simpson, great, fantastic. This movie, oh yeah, and they're joining Thomasin McKenzie, who I absolutely love. She's in Last Night in Soho, and she narrates my favorite movie of 2025, The Testament of Anne Lee. She rules. Molly, why are you barking again? Anyway, the synopsis of this film is a family may be plagued by a deadly curse because every 3 years, death strikes under mysterious circumstances, horrifically killing family members. And it's almost 3 years to the day since her parents died, and she realizes the curse might be striking her. All right, so kind of, you know, one of those like Final Destination, Whistle type, just like cursed horror movies. Molly barking during the interview video recently was so fun. Yeah, with Lauren and Darren. She fucking loves barking. She fucking loves barking, dude. Also, I love that Protagonist Pictures produced The Brutalist and Clown in a Cornfield. Just polar opposite movies that I enjoyed both of. Brutalist, that was one of my favorite movies of 2024. Clown in Cornfield, I think, a lot of fun. Why is she barking? Let me make sure there's no one at my front door. Nope. Okay. I don't know what the fuck she's barking at then. Anyway, Rule 3 sounds like it could be good. Are they filming yet or no? Currently in production. Okay. Thank you, M. Davis. Molly barking appreciation post. No, man. I love Molly so much. Except for her barking and the way she treats Lucy. She needs to be nicer to her sister. Lucy is so tolerant. Lucy is so patient with this dog. And will like walk into rooms and be like, she'll get close to Molly, but as soon as Molly sees her, if it's in a room that Molly deems as one of hers, she will start barking and chase the cat out of the room. The only place the cat has the cat has a few rooms, dining room, another room, but on the stairs, that's where Lucy reigns supreme. If Lucy's on the stairs, Molly will not try to pass her. She's terrified of passing the cat on the stairs. So we have to like go down and she'll like just bark not at the cat, but just like bark as like, there's a fucking thing in my way. And Lucy will just sit there like, oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here. So then we have to go and like pick up Molly and carry her past Lucy. So stupid. So stupid. There's a thing going on with the Ghostface mask. A lawsuit. I can't really speak to this, I don't think. Not only because I haven't looked into it enough to really know what I'm talking about, but also the Altarian is Tony Gardner's company, and I think I can say I'm friends with Tony Gardner. You know, we haven't gotten dinner or anything, but we're friendly when we see each other, and I'm very good friends with his daughter, Kira. So I don't think I can really comment on this in any kind of unbiased way. I know I talked about the Catherine lawsuit. With that one, I at least felt more informed about. This, I'm like, really? The Ghostface mask? I thought that was I always understood that as, was it Fun Worlds? Fun World, yeah. They're the ones who licensed that out and have since the original Scream. But apparently, Altarian is arguing that Fun World had no right to license the mask. I don't know, man. I haven't looked into this, so. And I'll just note that Altarian, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, they're bringing this up right before the new movie. But remember that what we see of lawsuits is rarely the exact timeline, because it says Altarian asserted rights to the mask in July 2024, so almost 2 years ago. Obviously, I think Scream 7 was already underway by then, but it's not like they were waiting until the absolute last minute. I don't know, man. Oh, I know, Scream 7, there's a lot. Man, the AI marketing thing they're doing, where like, what, you can be like a... I don't even know what they're doing with it. With Meta? I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. And then there's like a gambling thing too, right? Like, you can gamble on like... Scream 7 gambling... Oh, wow. Top result is from my subreddit. Maybe that's just because it's me. It's probably just because it's me. Was this? Oh yeah, it's fucking... Is it Kalshi? Is that how you say it? Kalshi? You can bet on survival odds of the characters on a scripted thing. Like, what? What are they doing, dude? It's a prediction market platform. The latest... Guys. It is such a Cassandra way of living when fucking NFTs come out and you're like, this is dumb. This is a scam. And everyone's like, no. It has merit. You can do really cool things with it. Trust me. This is a real thing. And then a few years later, it's like, oh, NFTs, they weren't fucking real. Crypto. And you're like, that seems weird. That seems like a scammy thing. And it's like, no, dude. It's like a separate currency. It's really cool and useful. You can use it. It's great. And then a lot of those fucking coins are just rug pulls and shit. And now it's these prediction marketing platforms. It's not gambling. It's making predictions. And it's like, guys, this is the latest thing, dude. It's stop. But not enough people listen. And they're successful and they make money for people at the top. And then in a few years, it's gonna be like, oh, that was crazy. Why would anyone do that stuff? It's like this and the fucking gambling and the credit, right? The pay later for all the shit. Oh, we're in a real dystopia, guys. And Scream 7 is a part of it with this fucking framing the question of who lives or dies as a tradable commodity. Fucking Lord. In a scripted thing? Come on, man. The enshittification of life. Yeah. Oh, Scream. Scream, you're so important to me. And it's so sad what has become of Scream 7. God damn it. It's so sad. Micah Monroe is in a Resident Evil short film called Resident Evil Requiem. Little thing that is coming out as a live action trailer to help promote the game Resident Evil Requiem, launching later this month. So that's pretty cool that they made a little short film. Zoran was talking about maybe doing a mini kill count on this short. So is it like a live action trailer, basically? I haven't watched it, but people seem to like it. People in the chat seem to like it. So, yeah, Zoran might do that. Oh, is this the short film right here? Oh, it's fucking 3 minutes, that's it? Okay. Nice. I mean, we love Micah. Horror Queen hasn't abandoned us. New trailer for Exit 8, which is an adaptation of that game. This looks creepy. It's theaters on April 10th. How long is the game? Is it a short one? I'd like to play it before seeing the movie. Oh, I wonder if it'll be at South by Southwest. This follows a man trapped in an endless sterile subway passageway, trying to find Exit 8. He's apparently not supposed to overlook anything out of the ordinary. Depends on how good you are at spotting the anomalies, I suppose. Do you have to know, like, Japanese subway systems to know what's out of the ordinary? No, it's not. There's not a cultural knowledge required. Okay. They're fairly obvious. Okay. Well, then I will spend the 8 minutes to 48 hours trying to complete this game at some point. Apparently, it premiered at last year's Cannes and received an 8-minute standing ovation. Every fucking movie at Cannes gets a multiple. Eight's honestly on the short side. That now I think this movie sucks. They only stood there and clapped for 8 minutes. I've heard of like fucking 40-minute standing O's, dude. You're only getting 8? You're only getting single-digit minute standing O's? That sucks. Thanks, Alex Love 69. That standing O was only as short as the game. Maybe that's how they timed it. Maybe they started clapping right as someone started playing the game, and then the person was like, "Oh, I'm good, I'm done." They were able to sit back down. When are we getting the back rooms? That's happening soon, right? Got Mark Duplass in it. That's cool. That's coming out. Is that coming out this year? No release date. That'll be cool though. Best of luck to Kane Parsons making that. According to Wikipedia, the longest standing O was for Pan's Labyrinth at 22 minutes. Oh, 22? Okay. Standing O probably isn't the best abbreviation. That's a common one. Standing O? Standing O is That's actually... I didn't come up with Standing O, dude. Finally, there's a new Undertone trailer. I can't wait for this movie. This will be real cool. It's described as a found audio movie as opposed to found footage. Very audio-based soundscape creation. I create a sound design for this story where everything is directional. The audience can close their eyes and feel where everything is. The film initially began as an audio play that they wrote during lockdown and then made its way to the visual medium. I think this sounds very cool, and I've heard that it's very scary. So this will be in theaters next month, March 13th. Styled all lowercase, Undertone. Very excited to see this. This week, however, a bunch of movies coming out. I don't know what Misdirection is, but Frank Grillo's in it, if you're a fan of his. About a desperate couple who have pulled off a string of high-end break-ins to pay off a mob debt. Is this a horror movie? Horror and thriller, says it. All right. Bite. B-I-G-H-T. Two couples' daring foray into open relationships leads down a tumultuous path of jealousy, betrayal, and emotional devastation. Is this Bone Lake? Are there really only 4 people in the cast, or is that just the 4 people listed? I don't really know any of these people, but sounds like a sexy thriller. Is there not even a trailer, though? What's this? That's just posters? No trailer? Is this a real movie? Ah, got some bondage going on there. James is so fucking based for his opinion on Ann Lee. Thank you, Joni. Or John. That movie fucking rules, dude. Bite Like Night. What I think of the halftime show, it was cool. I was like, man, I've been practicing Spanish a lot lately, but I can't catch what he's saying, man. I can't. And then we have the captions on. I'm like, it didn't sound like. And then I go online and people are like, no. Don't judge your Spanish understanding by Bad Bunny. We can barely understand him when we speak the language. I was like, okay, cool, great. Duolingo doesn't count. Why doesn't Duolingo count? That's not what I'm using. I'm using Babbel, but why doesn't Duolingo count, dude? But the music was cool, and the production design was super awesome. I loved it. The Caribbean accents are pretty hard. Okay. Duolingo's like the worst way to learn a new language. Oh, Duolingo. I was using AI. That's right. Well, I'm not using Duolingo. I'm using Babbel. I really like it. Babbel is Babbel. Are we gonna get a sponsor from Babbel? I don't know how much I should fucking pump Babbel up for free, you know? The way Chelsea gasped when Lady Gaga was revealed. And then we watched Pat Finnerty's stream of the Kid Rock show. Oh yeah, Ricky Martin too. We were like, oh god, he looks great. You can glaze them, it's fine. If anything, it'll help get the sponsor. Okay, well, I mean, I've really been enjoying Babbel, and what's really nice is, in addition to like the lessons and the exercises, they have a podcast where it's just like a conversation that 2 people have, and you can play it at like a slower speed if you want to try to understand them, but they play it once, and then the host of the podcast, and they're just like 8-minute episodes. The host will be like, okay, so how'd you do listening and hearing that? Like, did you catch that they said this thing? Did you catch that they use this colloquialism or common phrase? Okay, now that I've told you what they're talking about and some of the things to listen for, listen to it again. And then they play it again. And I was like, oh, this is great. Because this is, you spend so much time on the app and you're doing the the exercises and you're clicking the things that like, oh, this is poor, this is para. And then, you know, you go and hear people speak in real life and you're like, that doesn't sound like, that doesn't feel like the real thing. That doesn't feel like the same thing. So it's a nice addition to an app that I haven't seen before. Maybe the other ones do it too, but to have that, I think is really useful. And so I've added that to my daily practice to be able to just listen to some conversation, because people fucking speak the language so fast, dude. I can read Spanish pretty okay if I'm going at my own rate, but God, when people speak it, it's so fucking hard to parse out the different words, and you know, that's tough, dude. Cold Storage is coming out this week. I don't know how this is gonna do. Written by David Koepp, wrote Jurassic Park and Mission Impossible, and wore like huge screenwriter. It's got Joe Keery, it's got Liam Neeson, it's got Georgina Campbell from Barbarian. I don't know though, the trailers seem a little silly. What'd this director do? Westworld? Okay. It looks like it could be fun, but I'm also not sure. I'm a little skeptical, but Cold Storage, it's a sci-fi comedy horror. When a mutating, highly contagious fungus escapes a sealed facility, 2 young employees, joined by a grizzled bioterror operative, must survive the wildest night shift ever to save humanity from extinction. Yeah, if you go to the movies often, you'll have seen this trailer for sure. Also coming out, The Mortuary Assistant. This is based on a game, right? This has Willa Holland in it. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Will Fitzgerald. Never mind. And then Honey Bunch. I don't know what this is. But Jason Isaacs in it, okay. And Kate Dickie and Julian Richings, okay. Kate Dickie is from Game of Thrones. She was in The Witch. She's the mom in The Witch. Julian Richings was Three Finger in the original Wrong Turn. And also in The Witch. Oh, he's like the judge in the beginning who sends them out. He's in Cube. He's like the first guy in Cube. He's good as like a creepy guy. So, interesting cast. Diana's husband is taking her to an experimental trauma facility deep in the wilderness, but she can't remember why. As her memories begin to creep back in, so do some unwelcome, sinister truths about her marriage. Okay. Oh yeah, Julian Richings probably best known as Death in Supernatural. I remember people talking about that. Does this director do anything? How old is she? She looks very young. She looks definitely younger than me. Not familiar with any of this work. Rape Card? That's gotta be a short. That sounds like a fucking short that someone... I'm afraid to click this. 15 minutes, yeah. That sounds like a short for sure. Alright. Well, Honey Bunch. Oh, Shudder. Is it a Shudder? Okay. What's this look like? Flashy, pretty flashy. It looks good. Is it coming out on Shudder? I might watch this sometime. Oh, 2 hours? Okay. Fantasy, sci-fi, thriller, horror. Great. Ted Bundy. The illegitimate son of serial killer Ted Bundy, raised around rabbits and crazed, goes on a killing spree. It's got Dee Wallace. They paid Dee Wallace to be in this. Ooh, Evil Breeds is its tagline. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Not sure why they're not releasing it around Easter. Yeah, Ben, good point. There's D. D's sitting in that chair. I hope D got paid a bunch just to sit in a chair. You know what? Something tells me D's role is gonna be sitting in that chair and telling a story. And I'm happy for her. Because I don't see her in any of these other shots, dude. I think D sits in that chair and tells a story. And she got that paycheck. Good job, D. You earned it. Nuptial. How many fucking movies are coming out this week, dude? Horror and romance. A young couple on their honeymoon is forced to experience each other's darkest desires as the lines between reality and sanity blur. A sinister presence keeps them trapped in their bridal suite and tries to seduce them towards unbearable truths. Is this Bone Lake? Oh, look at this cast of apparent unknowns. That's fun. All these little gray people. What is this? Where do you find these, Ben? Oh! What are the pig masks? Is that their desires? Wanna have pig mask sex? And then finally, The Observance. Oh, Ted Raimi's in this, okay. After 5 years in a coma following a fatal car accident, Madison Neubauer wakes to find her home and family in the grip of The Observance, a religious cult who will stop at nothing to protect their secrets. Okay. All right, a lot of movies coming out this week. What are like the real movies coming out this week, like in theaters? Oh, it's Wuthering Heights. Something else? Anything else coming out on the 13th? Movies releasing this week. I mean, Cold Storage, yeah. Oh, Goat? Oh, and Crime 101. I knew there were more, the bigger ones. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die comes out? People keep saying that. I don't know if... Is that true? Yeah, February 13th. Okay. Well. I love Sam Rockwell, so... All right. Well, that's the horror news. That was a lot. A lot of stuff there. Dead Meat news. Dead Meat news. I'd say... Oh, thank you, Dokobo. Will Dead Meat ever be on Nebula? I don't know. Everyone always suggests other platforms besides YouTube, but hard to ask 7 million subscribers to switch over to a new platform, you know? Really got a big basis on YouTube. Thank you, King Muskrat. I've not seen From. We have, however, really been focusing on the Patreon this year. So if you are at all a fan, join the Patreon, even if it's as a free member, I would say. Because we'll probably be doing stuff that even the free members can partake in. Yesterday, I did a live stream for all paid patrons, so even the dollar people, to see me as I did research and writing a script. We're recommitting to releasing our rewards every month like we should have been doing this whole time, but we really fell short last year. So that means commentary tracks, extra Patreon podcasts, live stream hangouts. Yes, that does mean more Patreon exclusive podcasts. This month, I think what I want to do is watch Mercy and then talk about it for the Patreon podcast. I think it's supposed to hit streaming on February 17th. So I just heard it's real bad. And so I think maybe me, Chelsea, and Gressel should watch it and then talk about it for the Patreon podcast. Next month for the Patreon podcast will be the Oscars recap for sure. We do that every year. And we watch as many of the Oscar movies as we can. Usually all of the Best Picture nominees. Commentary track last month was great. It was Ouija. We watched Ouija with a very funny friend, Nick Scardarossi, the writer of Pregame. And that was a really good time. And this month we're going to watch The Taking of Deborah Logan. I don't know who we're going to get to join us, but we are going to get a guest for that as well. Anything I can share about the Actually appearance? I can't. I don't know when that's coming out. The season has begun, right? So it'll come out soon, but not sure when our episode will be out there. That'll be with me, Chelsea, and Josh Rubin on Actually on Dropout. Really looking forward to that. Let me talk about Dropout. Wait, no. Different thing. Let me talk about Pregame. Because a lot of people bring up Pregame, especially in the wake of the Iron Lung that Markiplier did. So people are always asking, oh, does the success of Iron Lung mean Pregame is back on the table? Where's Pregame? I haven't heard any updates about Pregame. I've given updates on occasion, usually in these Monday morning live streams. But I know that not everyone watches them or catches every single one, so they maybe have not seen those updates or heard those updates and are just like, why'd you do that thing and then never talked about it again? I have talked about it, but Pregame, yeah, you know, it's still where it's always been. There's a script. It's a really good script. We wanted to find a studio to fund the production, and we haven't been able to find that for various reasons. We've come close a few times. We left a lunch high-fiving each other. Or no, we left a meeting and got a lunch high-fiving each other because we were like, this movie's getting made. And then got a call later that week being like, it's a little too similar to something else we're making, so we can't do it. Issues with, you know, it being a horror comedy. A lot of studios are like, we don't know how to market horror comedies and we can't do them. And then horror comedies come out and some of them even make money. And I'm like, but okay, all right, whatever. Other issue is people concerned that it's about American football, so it has no international appeal. The movie itself, the story, doesn't really have any football scenes. It's not a football movie. It's just, you know, motivated by a college football rivalry, but it's enough of an aspect of the story for people to be like, it has no international appeal. And nowadays, you gotta have the international appeal, baby. You can't just try to make a good movie about something you want to make something about. It's got to be able to appeal to an international audience. And if it's about American football, well, no one else cares about that. But I think the biggest thing to point out here is that this is in no way comparable to Iron Lung. Because Iron Lung is a movie written by, directed by, and starring Mark. Who also, by the way, has 5 times our subscribers. Like, Dead Meat's successful. We are not Markiplier. When Dead Meat launched 9 years ago in April of 2017, Markiplier already had 17 million subscribers. Okay? We do not compare to that size. He has been one of the biggest YouTubers for over a decade. And because of his 38 million subscribers, okay, and throughout that entire time has maintained a very good image. He's been free of controversy. He's a good guy. He's a very smart guy. He's a very ambitious, hardworking guy. Anyone saying that this is the new paradigm to look at for films, for indie films, it's not. It's not replicable. No one is Markiplier. No one is. The number of YouTubers with that fan base and with that credibility is like single digits, dude. And then out of those people, how many care about making a movie, will spend the time and resources to make that movie, and will make a movie that they are passionate about instead of just trying to make something that'll make money? No one. It's just Mark. It's just Mark. So, and remember, he funded that movie himself. He had the $3 million to put into that movie. I don't want to get too specific with our finances, but, you know, we have a business manager, and we have been like, hey, we want to move into production. How much money could we earmark for production, producing a short film or a feature? It's not $3 million. It's low five figures. Low five figures. And we're like, okay, that's cool. Can't really do much with that. If we wanted to make a big thing, we would probably have to find additional financiers. And then when you bring them in, they have notes, they have stipulations, they have conditions to give you the money. But Pregame was not written by us. It is not going to be directed by us. And we might have small parts in it, but it's not going to star us. So that connection doesn't hold when we're just like, oh, we're producing it. Most people don't even know what that means. Most people don't know what a producer does. They do a lot of different things. They basically just help get the movie made. And there are different kinds of producers. MK, our producer, is incredible when it comes to like the actual business of it all and making the films, like putting together budgets and stuff. Dead Meat as a producer for Pregame would basically just like getting the right people together to make it happen. That's not going to necessarily bring in the Dead Meat crowd. Now, if I were to write, direct, and star in something, there maybe we would have something somewhat comparable. But again, it would probably be financed by outside sources because we don't want to do crowdsourcing. We've always been very reluctant to. Maybe one day we will. Maybe one day we'll crowdsource something, but I don't want to. I feel like we can only do that once. I don't want it to be, I don't want to have Kickstarters or GoFundMes for every project that we want to do. You guys already support us by watching things. A lot of you are patrons. You support us that way. I don't want to keep asking for money for us to do things when we're already clearly making money, Maybe not enough to self-fund a feature film, but I just don't want to ask you guys for money to do these things. So, and again, it feels like a one-time thing. It feels like you do it once, you make something. You can't be like, all right, that was good. Can we have more money, please, to do other stuff? And I know that plenty of people would be willing to give their money to us to make things, but I don't know. I'd rather go a different route. But I'm not saying we'll never do it. I'm not saying if we're crowdfunding, that means we fucking sold out, dude. Because we might need to at some point, but I'd rather not. But yeah, so Pregame, the script is there. It's very good. We're still gonna, but I think right now the best chances for Pregame is for us to make something else first and prove Dead Meat Productions as a company that can make a feature film or some kind of narrative horror project. And then if that succeeds, be like, okay, we also want to make Pregame. And now with more credibility behind it, could probably get that made. But the fact that it wasn't written by us, wasn't directed by, or not going to be directed by us, I think it would be different if it were. I think if I wrote a script, I could maybe get that made based on written by James from Dead Meat. That could bring in Dead Meat fans or people who watched us 8 years ago and were like, oh, that was cool. And then, they're not active fans, but if they see a movie coming out where it's like written by Dead Meat, they're like, oh, I remember his videos. I'm going to check this out. That's how I see that going. But writing a script is hard. I have my one that I really want to do. I started writing it late last year before the Halloween season hit and interrupted me. I'm like 15 pages in of it'll be 100 pages. But I did contact my screenwriting guy. He runs a workshop. And I guess he's going to have another one starting in March. So I'm going to do that and try to get back on it. Writing a screenplay is fucking hard, dude. But the idea I have is something I'm very passionate about. I've had it for years. I really want to make it. But it's finding the time to do it while doing all this other shit, while doing the stuff that makes money and pays the bills and pays our employees. So that's the goal this year, though, for sure, is to at least get that script done, if not start on production. But also we're going to be producing a short film just to, really stake out in that narrative space. Problem with short films is like they don't make money. Short films are basically just a black hole that you throw money into without any expectation of a return. In some cases, a short film can get picked up if it does really well at a festival. Maybe a studio will buy it to make a feature version, but like you can't rely on that or expect that. Short film is like, here's some money. All right, it made a name for ourselves, but that's it. It's just like buying credibility, I guess. But that's where we are with pregame. And I would love to see that movie get made. There's a lot of headwinds against it. Maybe one day, though. You know? I just think that we'll have to do something else first. Whether that's a feature I write, or maybe we find a script and I try directing. I don't know. I know that, like, before I do a feature, I would definitely want to direct a short. Even if it is, again, throwing money into nothing with a monetary return. I wouldn't want to try to just sit down and direct a feature right off the bat. Because then if it's bad, you're fucked. It's like a one-time thing. If I make a movie and it's bad, that's it. I'm not making another movie. There's no way that I would get the chance. So I'd want to at least practice direction, which I haven't really done since fucking film school, with a short. And then try to do a feature. And then we can get pregame. That's the roadmap. How long will that take? I don't know. Probably years. But that's what's up. Why not make a music video for Einstein Kills? That's a whole different skill. Whole different skill to make a music video. I have an idea for a short. And I've been watching horror shorts lately. I want to talk about them on social media. The Other Side of the Box? Is that what it's called? That one creeped me the fuck out, dude. Yeah, The Other Side of the Box. That one gave me chills, dude. That's on YouTube, on Alter, 15 minutes long. Go watch it if you want. But you'll probably see me talk about it on social media sometime soon once I finally sit down and fucking record those. Anyway, other Dead Meat news. Hard Eye's kill count this week. If it's it's copyright claimed right now. Hopefully we'll get the claim removed. So fingers crossed on that. Back to it. Back to it, baby. Right out the gate. Good old copyright claim. Oh, the Patreon release. Ben, can we get that up? Because I think the episode's good, right? Good to go? It'll go out today. Great. Okay. Patrons will get to the early release patrons. That's the $5 and up. They'll get to watch Hard Eyes today. So again, really focusing on Patreon just because I don't know what's up with YouTube, man. It feels really like we're being throttled, or like the stuff we're making is not being disseminated or advertised. Ben, did you just connect to this computer that I'm on? Okay, you disconnected. Yeah, don't remote into the computer I'm streaming from. You forgot. You're in the chat. But yeah, you know, it's like we'll put out a interview video, right? I don't expect everyone who watches a kill count to watch an interview video. I'm fine with it getting fewer views. But the idea that putting it out will then hurt us when we do put out a kill count because of the algorithm, that sucks, man. That sucks that we can't just put out a thing for the people who want to watch it without hurting, like, the big show. That sucks, man. So that's just frustrating that we can't just... And it goes back to why we tried Dead Meat Presents, putting that stuff out on a separate channel. But then those just got way fewer views than they would on the main channel. So clearly it wasn't just a matter of people not wanting to watch it. It was people not being exposed to it. So yeah, and we're just like, okay, Patreon's reliable. The patrons rule. Let's make sure that we're like keeping the patrons happy and feeding them well, because at this point, Patreon is more attractive and reliable to me than YouTube. YouTube is just There's so much wrong with it. Copyright claims, the age restrictions, the algorithm. Whatever. So we'll do what we do and make sure that the patrons are good and fed, even if they're $1, you know? That's fine. That's cool. Every little bit adds up. And it allows us to do other cool things. Podcast. We're filming the podcast today. Get this, dude. So, okay, while I was doing all the news, you may have noticed on... Was it Fangoria? No, Bloody Disgusting. You may have noticed on Bloody Disgusting all these ads for Mimics. Who's the Dummy Now? In theaters this week. Oh my god, why didn't we fucking say that in the roundup, dude? We gotta mention Mimics. That comes out this week. You can see it in theaters. And we are going to be doing a podcast episode today with people from Mimics. So Mimics is an American horror comedy film directed and co-produced and starring Christopher Polaha. He's going to join us. Oh, it came out last week? Why does it say February 13th, dog? Why does it say February 13th, dog? February 13th. It's February 9th today. Riddle me that. Anyway, Christopher Polaha is coming to our house in a few hours, along with Stephen Tobolowsky, esteemed character actor, and Chris Parnell. They're gonna be in our house in a few hours. Chris Parnell, fucking hilarious. One of the funniest people. He's on SNL. He was Dr. Spuchemin on 30 Rock. And you may know him better as Cyril Figgis from Archer and Jerry from Rick and Morty. This guy's gonna be at our house. What the fuck? That's insane. We're super excited about it. And we are going to be talking about It's Alive, which is a 1974 film by Larry Cohen. It's a horror movie. So we're gonna have those three guys over, and we're gonna talk about It's Alive. It's a fun time. It's Alive. It's Larry Cohen. If you know him, he did The Stuff. He also he wrote Phone Booth, which we watched the other day, and we didn't even know that Phone Booth. Wait. Oh, okay. He also did Maniac Cop. So, Larry Cohen. Rest in peace. Very esteemed filmmaker. Cue the Winged Serpent, yes. And this movie is about a couple whose infant child turns out to be a vicious mutant. Oh, you just started Suburgatory. Nice, nice. And Maniac Cop does have a great commentary track on the Patreon. That's with me and Gressel. It's just us two, broing out, watching Maniac Cop. So yeah, super excited about this podcast that we're going to be recording in just a few hours. Hope it goes well. That'll be out later. Anything else? Horror Rumble will be later this year in the summer. Same thing with the Horror Awards. Anything else? On the Patreon, I will be posting monthly updates, letting you know what's coming ahead of time. There's also the newsletter. Any updates on the James and James podcast? Which one? There's the They Might Be Giants podcast I want to do with Gressel. And there's a Royal Rumble podcast I want to do with James Willems. Willems. A little bit of an update. I have a meeting with a podcast company where they could provide the studio space and be the network for a new podcast without having to butt in on the Dead Meat podcast. So might be that. Might be some development there. We'll see. Dude, when do I sleep? I sleep. Thanks to Trazodone. Last week's Thursday live stream is ever... Oh, with Zoran? I mean, very, very, very sad news in the Dead Meat family. Zoran's dog passed away last week. The doctor, his Pomeranian, is 15 years old. Was seen in some of the kill counts. The doctor, the sweetest little dog, dude. The sweetest little smiley dog. Everyone who met the doctor loved him. It's fantastic. He was so good around Phoenix, Zoran's son. He came over here a couple of times, was in kill counts, got along great with Molly, got along great with Zoran's cat. I wish Molly could have learned from the doctor how to treat a cat, because the doctor was really nice to their kitty. And yeah, just not an easy thing to go through at all. And that dog was just such a sweetheart, just such a big floofy ball of smiling good vibes. And real sad to see him go. So we love Zoran, and hope he'll eventually be okay. Sucks having a pet. You're signing up for heartache, but before then, you get to make their existence nice. That's what I always think of. They don't know anything. They don't know they're gonna die. They don't know how this all works. So you just get to take this living thing that has no negative traits, no hatred, just love for you as an owner, and you get to give them the best life you can give them. You get to keep them warm, get to keep them fed, get to keep them happy, and they just get to live every day in the moment. And that's what you can do. That's what you can give them. That's what's great about them. So, all right. Well, that's all I got for you. Thanks for tuning in. Love these Monday morning live streams. I'll see you next week. Don't get fooled. We're not starting soon. Be good people.